Good morning, good afternoon, wherever you are out there. Again, guys, welcome back, Slayers. Thank you for turning in here to the Merchant Services Slayers group. Again, my name is Carson Cook, and today we're going to talk about an objection. We're actually going to go through this as part of our objection series for videos, where we're going to actually cover particular objections in 3 different ways around how you can overcome this objection or meet those clients' concerns. Now, the old school way of saying it is, overcoming objections. The new school, guys, sales thought on this is that customers will always have what we call concerns. Having the idea of objections is more of concerns, right? There's going to be concerns and opening for discussion. So before we get into this, guys, especially into this series, you want to make sure that you understand that you want objections. As a highly trained sales professional, without objections, it should be a red flag. If a merchant's going through the steps of the sale too quickly, and it's easily signed, you can sign that deal very easily without any concerns, a lot of the times that should be a red flag for you, and there's an issue. Maybe they have poor credit, maybe they have a lien on their account, maybe they can't get processing, maybe they're lying to you. I mean, there could be all sorts of different scenarios here where you might want to slow down a little bit and kind of do a little bit more investigation with that potential client. Again, it's like I never sell to someone who I don't know, and they never buy from someone they don't know either. Right? So if it's too quick and it's too fast, there could be a problem. But before we go into that, guys, today the objection that we're going to discuss is a very common one. You get this one with prospecting, you get this one over the phone, you get this one during the appointment, and it's we are happy with who we have. We are happy with our current provider, okay? There's going to be 3 things that we're going to talk about today that are going to really help you kind of circumvent that objection or that concern and get around it and then keep moving forward with the steps of the sale. So number 1 is everybody's happy with what they have until they find something better, okay? And it's actually explaining that. So telling your potential client, saying, look, I truly understand, I agree with you, but, which is number 2, but going back to number 1, the example that I love to give is I love to point at the rental car that I have or the car that I'm currently driving around in, right? So I say, well, John, I completely understand that. Like, I get it. Most of the customers that I've spoke with, they're very happy with what they have. That's why we called you, actually, right? If you wanted our product, you would have called us. So first off, you agree with them. But I say, you see that car out there? You see that Toyota Corolla? I love that Toyota Corolla. It's a great car. But if I could get a Ferrari for the same price, I'd be even happier. So, John, I need you to understand is everybody's happy with what they have until they find something better, okay? And that's human nature, okay? So that's number 1, and that's called the Ferrari versus Toyota, the Ferrari versus Toyota answer. Everybody's happy with what they have until they find something better. Now, coming to step 2, what you can use too is that first off, before you deliver any answer to an objection, you always need to make sure that you say, yes, I understand. You never assume communication. You never assume that they think that you heard them. You have to tell them that you heard them, right? That's empathy, right? So it's agree with them, but say, John, I completely understand. Like, I totally agree with you. Everybody's happy with what they have until they find something better. Okay, and that brings us to number 3. Another tip around this, or where to use this, is an ad hominem, right? This is kind of the opposite of a poor argument, right? So in debate, we call it an ad hominem, which is full of fallacies and different attacks or personal attacks. They use this in politics, they use this in sales, but we use the reverse of this, and this is the ad hominem called guilty by association. So essentially, what you're doing is you're placing the merchant into some sort of a group. You're either placing them into a group of merchants that have said the same thing, but they have our product and they love it, or you're placing them into a group of our merchants. So you can say we. So if we say we, okay, that means that they're not associated with a group. Everybody likes to be associated with groups. It's human nature. It's kind of a communication tactic to where I can say, well, John, I completely understand, but we've sold this program for over 10 years now. It's very, very popular. Cash discounting is amazing. I can go into further detail with you, but every single customer that I've met with, so the group, right, has said the exact same thing. The only difference between you and them is that they currently have our product. They're saving 100% off their fees. They absolutely love it. They did find that thing that was better. They did get that Ferrari for the Toyota Corolla price. Okay, so using that is involving your merchant in a group, one of 2 groups. You can involve them in, merchants that have had the program that love it, or merchants that you personally, which is my personal favorite, that same group of merchants, but the ones that are in my group, the ones that are in our group, and you're not part of the group, Mr. Merchant, I'm inviting you in. This is why I need you as part of my group. Okay, those are the 3 main ways that you can circumvent that objection of, we're really happy with who we have. We processed with this guy, I really like my agent, we're very happy with what we have. And you can say, I totally understand that, but yet I am still here. Yet I know that I'm confident I can be a better agent than what you have. I don't care if you've had that agent for 5 years. I don't care if that agent shopped at your store. I know that I will. Okay, I know that our product is better. I know that you have to at least give me some sort of opportunity to show that. Worst case scenario, you can take what we have, and I would hope to earn your business. I would hope to have your trust, gain your trust, and possibly earn your business. But the worst case scenario, what you could really do is go through the process with me. Take what I'm giving you, take it to your current company and say, hey, can you do this too? I really appreciate that, right? So I don't suggest you do that. Hopefully we'd have some sort of rapport, but at least give me the opportunity to move forward with this sale. At least give me the opportunity to move forward with this process. Okay, so think about that, guys. We're happy with what we have until we find something better, right? So think about those three things. I'm gonna help you slay that objection, move on with the steps of the sale. You'll blow right past it. You'll continue on with the conversation. You'll ink more deals. You'll make more commissions. You'll make more residuals. You'll have more fun and make some more money. So kick some ass, guys. Rock and roll, and I will see all you guys out there on the sales board, guys. Rock and roll.